Good morning, Central Kids. This is Miss Hannah with today's Central Kids Moment. So the last few weeks we've been learning about a lot of really important church words. And last week we talked about salvation with this graphic here. And to understand today's word, sanctification, we're going to go back over salvation one more time because they go hand in hand. So if you remember, God designed the world and created us, and His creations are perfect. He also gave us the choice or free will to choose to worship Him and love Him. But if we choose not to do that, then we end up being broken, and that brokenness is called sin. So we all sin because we are not perfect. But the story doesn't stop there, right? We don't just stay broken. God sent His Son, Jesus, to come to this earth to take our brokenness. And if we have faith in Him and believe in Him, He takes all of that pain away from us and we are made new. We are rescued, which is salvation. So today we're talking about sanctification. The story doesn't stop here either. Once we have Jesus in our heart and we are rescued, we don't want to stay on that alone. We want to continue to grow towards God's perfect design. But how do we do that? Let's check that out. James chapter 2, verse 17 says, "So you see, faith by itself isn't enough. Unless it produces good deeds, it is dead and useless." When we stand on faith alone, it doesn't help us grow closer to God. It's there, but we want to grow closer to Him. So what do we do with our faith? How do we grow closer and closer to God's perfect design? The things you named last week. We worship, we find a community of believers by joining groups. We serve those around us, and we spend our time connecting with God through prayer and reading our Bible. When we couple these things around our faith, watch what happens. Ta-da! We grow closer to God. But it doesn't have to stop there. We want to keep growing in our faith throughout our entire lives. Maybe that looks like finding time to worship more than once a week, or meeting with other believers in your community over a meal, or serving others throughout your day, or beginning a daily habit of reading your Bible and praying. And instead of these actions being on your to-do list, they become your lifestyle. Watch what happens. This, my friends, is called sanctification. Because of our faith, we want to grow closer to God's perfect design by doing these things and becoming more holy. My challenge for you today is this: what can you do in your life to grow closer and closer to God? Have a great week, friends.